Hi everyone, this is Lawrence Elrod from Chase Your Dreams. I had a great day today. I did a podcast interview with my girl, Lea Lukie R. It was a great interview. We talked about the new episodes coming up, what the season is about, what to expect on the shows coming up, and some of the different guests that we're going to have on the show. So sit back, relax, and enjoy my interview with Lea Lukie R.
What's up? What can I say, y'all? It's Friday. When it's Friday, that means it's media exclusive time. I'm your girl, Lea Lukie R, intellectualradio.com, our radio station. I'm here with a guest today. I rarely have them, but when I do have them, the guest got to be on fire. So shout out to my man Lawrence right now. He's in the building. You know, he might be a familiar face to y'all. He was on the show once before.
That's true.
When we was doing, well, we're still doing it. It's just, you know, with the COVID. We kind of all, but we definitely, you know, he's a friend to the show. He has his own project going on right now. It's Chase Your Dreams, and we're gonna get into that because he has a lot of episodes, which I could just, you know, you can roundhouse me later, you know, because I'm really just getting caught up on it. But we're gonna get into it because I love the concept that you have behind it. I always salute those that's giving out homage to individuals so they know what avenues that they can go when it comes to, of course, chasing their dreams. So let's get into it because you have a few seasons already wrapped, and I think JaVale. Shout out to JaVale. She actually does a lot of stuff. She calls y'all don't know JaVale. Y'all need to get in tune, okay? And it is on Can TV. Am I correct? As well as
right.
YouTube.
Yes.
All right. So let's just get into the concept. Like, where did it all really start with you?
Sure. Well, basically, it started actually on the other show. What happened was we started a show that didn't really take off, but when I had a taste of it, you know, I really liked it. You know, I liked what was the vision of trying to do it. So I wanted to do my own show, and I had a few people that I spoke out to, you being one of them, that kind of pushed me in the direction of, hey, you know what? And you were one that told me, say, you know what, Lawrence, what's stopping you? And the honest answer was me. So I wanted to do a show that gave back. So I wanted to have something that was entertaining, but at the same time, you learn something. What makes our show different is you learn about careers. Most careers that don't have a 4-year degree, because a lot of people feel that if you don't have a degree, you can't make a living, and that's far from the truth.
Okay.
Second thing that we talk about is both mental and physical health. And then we talk about both unknown and undiscovered musical talent. Now, what we're doing different for season 2 is we're going to have more conversations, because we have some great conversations off camera. So I thought to myself, you know, we need to bring this in front of the camera. So we're going to start off the show talking about different things. And then we're going to end the show with a chef. His name is Chef T.A. Johnson. And he was actually on Food Network on one of their programs. So he's going to be a permanent fixture on our show moving forward.
Now, when you have food, because, you know, when people say food, you know, I tend to automatically, like, show up. Not really too much, you know, a guest as far as inviting. I just smell it, and I so happen to appear with my own food, you know, with my own condiments and plates. And I mean, is it something like that, or, you know, is it still on a Zoom moment? Let me know.
Unfortunately, we're still on Zoom moment right now because of the pandemic. I can tell you we're all anxious on getting back in the studio.
Yes.
But, you know, the nice thing about his episode, he's going to talk about, you know, a dish. He's going to have a different dish every episode. He's going to go through making the dish and whatever. And then also, too, we're going to put it on our social media platforms, the ingredients and directions. So he's actually going to be a really nice addition to what we're doing.
Good, because I can't cook, so I need all of the help I can get. I can season. That's as far as I get. So
you know,
if
you know how to season, that's more than 50% of the battle.
That's what I'm saying. But when it started putting like meals together, I don't trust it yet. Just, you know, give me a minute.
Well, you gotta try, right?
I'm getting there. I mean, I'm getting there slowly, but I'm getting there. I want to be able to, you know, like you come over, I want you to like eat this and feel confident that you ain't gonna, you know, get sick or anything because, you know, something's not done. But I want to piggyback on something that you stated earlier with the concepts of these different shows. You know, especially during this pandemic, you know, mental health is at an all-time high. You know, a lot of people has not adjusted to this, you know, pretty much staying at home. You know, you're looking at your 4 walls. You can't really travel if you're not really supposed to. So a lot of people don't know how to adjust to that. So on your show, when you guys have that segment, you know, what was pretty much, you know, what did you guys actually get in depth with on that show?
Sure. On that episode that you're speaking of, we had a guest that struggled with addiction himself. He actually wrote his book some years ago, and then he does ministry, and he's doing things. And what he talked about, which was really interesting, is how the pandemic had a negative effect on some people. One of the things that we discussed is that when you're in that pandemic and you can't really go anywhere, a lot of times your abuser is in the house with you, and you don't have access to get help. So he gave some really great points on how to reach out, how to ask for help and get help when you need it. And then also too, there's some people that are single that it's just you, so you don't really have that support system that you used to because you're stuck in the house. So we it was a great episode. It was the first episode that we did.
Okay.
And I really like the fact that it touched on those situations that most people are going through, and a lot of times people suffer in silence.
Yes.
And to me, you want to reach out to people, even if it's a, hey, what's up, how you doing? I haven't talked to you in a while. Hey, bro, I love you. Just want to let you know that. You'll be amazed at how powerful those statements are to somebody who's struggling and feel they're struggling alone.
Absolutely. And then you also touched on now, of course, those that's out here losing jobs because of the pandemic. You have people that has degrees, 6 figures, and now they're unfortunately have to go to the unemployment to result in income.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like you were stating, that there are jobs that you can get that doesn't require the degree. Let's know a little bit about that.
Sure. I mean, some of the areas that we talked about, one being, in fact, on the first show we talked about the episode with getting into being a diesel mechanic.
Okay.
Being a diesel mechanic doesn't require a degree. It requires obviously training to do that. But if you like working on cars and you don't mind getting your hands dirty, what I like about it, it's a career, not a job. To me, the difference between a career and a job is, a career is something where you can do that for the rest of your life. And you don't really care what minimum wage is because you're out of that bracket. You're in a whole different sector. So that's what sets that apart. We talked about other careers as far as in the music industry, where we had a production director on there. And, it was a creative thing because a lot of people think, well, I like to tinker around and do this. There's no money in it. You'd be amazed. Mm-hmm. And like I said, that's what we want to highlight, is those areas that people don't think you can make money off of it. Because the idea is you want to make money and be happy. You don't want to go to a place and be miserable. There's a lot of people doing that. And, this is a safe way of saying it's okay to step out your comfort zone. One of the things I learned from a family member, he told me, which was really, really interesting. He said, in order to be successful in life, you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah, you got to get out that comfort zone. If you live in your comfort zone, you're not going to ever want to get out of it because it's a cushion. You got familiar with it. But when you step away from it, it pushes you to different heights. And a lot of people doesn't get that. And you need that so you'll be able to know your true abilities. And if you don't do that, you'll never be known. And a lot of people, they pass up their blessings and they what's supposed to be for them, they don't manifest it. They get afraid because it's a taste of it. Like, it felt good, but I don't know if I'm good enough. Exactly. And they wind up doubting themselves. So y'all don't do that. 2021, we're not doing that no more. We in it. We embracing what we supposed to be. We manifesting to our true being.
Definitely.
Period. Which is why, hence, my man Lawrence is here. Like, come on, man. You got to step out of the comfort zone. You got to do your own. And when you do that, you become the person you're supposed to be. You're destined to be. And then all type of doors open up. So kudos to you, bro, for actually believing in yourself, taking that risk, and coming out of your comfort zone. And now, boom, you're doing your own show. So with that being said, you have 2 co-hosts.
Yes, I do.
Talk about them and how did you all become a family for this project?
Sure. The way we started off, I actually put an ad out on one of the acting sites because I did want someone that had some type of experience being in front of the camera. So we interviewed a few people, and the 2 co-hosts, Kristen and Heather, they're fantastic.
They're funny, by the way.
Yes, they are.
Funny, yeah. They're very funny, by the way.
And the thing that I like about them is they bring a whole new perspective to the show, and the way they ask questions and what they do makes it very interesting. Like Kristen, she's very professional, very, very prepared, very like, okay, we need to do this. Heather is kind of like the free spirit, very funny, very engaging. And, me, I could flow either way depending on what's going on. Mm-hmm. And what's really nice is the way we come together, we can ask a question or ask a series of questions, but come to it from 3 different angles.
Yeah.
And all bring it together, so that way, no matter who's watching the show, you can go, okay, yeah, I get it, I understand.
That's good, and I see the chemistry. Even though it's with the Zoom, Zoom, it gives you some personalists, but
Right.
it kind of take it away as well, because you get as much energy as you can get, obviously, from
Right.
a computer, but you can still see that energy and that chemistry, it works. You know what I mean? You could, like, when you look at certain TVs or movies or whatever case, and you be like, it gave me this kind of okay vibe, because maybe the characters didn't give your all. But in this case, when you have a radio show or a TV show or whatever the case, the chemistry is important, because the viewers will actually pick up the vibe, and if it's not there, they get kind of turned off. They don't really want to watch it. But in this case, they're funny, and all you guys, personalities click, and it works. It definitely works. And before we get into more questions, congratulations on your son. What is it, 3 million on
3
Spotify?
million streams on Spotify.
Nice.
For his song Sunrise. Yes.
Nice. And hopefully we get him on the show. I know we spoke about that once before. Definitely want to get him on the show. That is a huge step, milestone for the kid. So, and how old is he now?
He's only 16. He'll be 17 this year.
Oh, he grown. He grown. he a real teenager. Is he getting taller? I know last time I saw him, he was up there. He's
about my height, so which means that he's going to be taller than me, because he's still growing.
And how tall are you?
I'm 6 feet even.
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, he got about two more and some change. He's probably gonna get all the way. Is he sports or not really?
No, he plays basketball, before the pandemic, obviously.
Of course.
Just as a hobby or whatever, but really he's into the arts. He's really heavily into the music. He was into doing theater and all that, but obviously with the pandemic, all that came to a
lot of changes didn't occur. That's why I was saying, when we discussed the mental health, it's a lot of people that's so used to having a specific lifestyle, and when it's taken abruptly, the adjustments is horrible. It's just how do you adjust to something you're not comfortable and never known to do? This is maybe for those that's in this generation, of course, this is our considered first pandemic, versus those of our ancestries, they've done that, did that, they know how to adjust, versus this generation now that's used to being out, social media, they have that type of, life, versus I'm not truly within this actual generation, but I'm still used to being out, but I'm also fine with being in.
Yeah.
So, again, touching on that is a very needed. Like you said, people suffer in silence, and maybe your platform could reach someone where they feel like, okay, well, I don't have to. Maybe I can actually just reach out to him, even if I don't know him. But sometimes the stranger is the one that someone will reach out to, the quickest, because there's no judgment. They can listen without saying, oh, well, this versus a friend or a family who it's more personal to them. So they'll start like, you shouldn't feel like this. And sometimes people don't want to hear what you should do. Right now, they're looking for that cry, that help for understanding. So, again, I appreciate that on so many different levels, because a lot of people don't feel comfortable going to therapists. They have that image, that they put them on pills and things like that. So, they're not really quick to do a therapist. I know a few people, and sometimes you just need to vent and get it out. And then they starts to feel better. So, that's well needed.
Definitely. I mean, it's a shame, but it's still in a lot of people's mind taboo to see someone, and it doesn't make you a weak person. No. You're human. I don't care how strong of a person you are. Everybody has moments. Even me. Everybody does.
Now, do you believe it's more? And I hate to separate it, but I've noticed just even on Facebook and just different people posting pages and just random stuff. Do you believe that it's hitting more of the African American community, or just individuals of color more with the mental health? I've seen a lot. I don't want to say yes, but I mean most of my followings are.
I think, in my opinion, it's always hit us worse than other people. I think the difference is we're just seeing it more now because of the different platforms and the different ways that we get information out. And the one thing about Facebook and all those other streams is, besides the funny, happy stuff, whatever, sometimes people put out a call for help. And it's a great way of someone to reach out, say, hey, I need some help. And people who love you and care about you will see that post and go, okay, let me give this person a call. Maybe stop by. Let me see what's going on. I mean, I know of some situations personally where someone was going through something. In fact, not me personally, but I know a person that I know had someone put something on Facebook, and it disturbed them to the point where they contacted them. This person was thinking about suicide.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, even though, yeah, it'd be nice to just pick up the phone and call, sometimes a person won't do that, like you said. But the thing is to get help. Wherever that help is available, wherever it's needed, you know, reach out and get help.
Absolutely. And again, those that's, you know, listening, you know, or watching, you can call me. You know, Facebook has it where you can call them, you know, without giving out personal numbers.
Right.
You can call from their inboxes, however the case may be. You can hit up my inbox or even the page itself and be like, hey, can I speak? Because at some point, like you just said, it's just to help.
Exactly.
You know, you don't want to feel like you're alone when you have so many people that really care whether they know you're not. You know, and that's real. If you guys are chimed in and paying attention, we definitely want to keep you here longer. If you survive 2020, come on now.
Exactly.
We still moving. We definitely still moving. Okay, so back to first off the name.
Mm-hmm.
Chase Your Dreams. Where did that? I mean, was that the name, or did you have multiple names, and then eventually you guys came up with that one? Did you come up with it, or did all you know, did you three come up with it collectively?
Actually, I came up with it.
Okay.
What I wanted to do was just kind of highlight a name of, you know, what are you doing? What are you trying to accomplish? And I wanted the name of the show to kind of dictate that in a short, sweet, this is what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and also if you took a look at the image of our logo,
Yeah.
you actually see people running after something. They're running after their dreams. They're chasing after it. So to me, that hit, and that hit for a number of different reasons. I think it kind of brings home what we're trying to do just in the title alone.
Absolutely. And then, you know, that's something that would never really end. You know, because you get, let's say you catch one dream.
Mm-hmm.
The beautiful thing about dreams is that you continue to have them.
Exactly.
You know, and you can always find one and then go to another one. Then they may all just, you know, chime into one,
Mm-hmm.
but they all are different dreams, and you can continue to, as long as you're breathing.
Exactly.
It's so much stuff out here that you can chase and catch and, you know, make it yours, or however the case may be. The name alone is catchy alone.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking of like a rap lyric, but I don't rap. You know, I was thinking about a spit on it, but I realized that that's not my calling. So, you know, maybe we'll have the son, you know, do a theme song or something, because 3 million streams, yeah, he's on to something.
Actually, he did do a song for the show.
See what I'm saying? You see
In
what
fact, in season 2, the song Chase Your Dreams,
Mhm.
he wrote, produced, and created that song for it, just for the show.
Now, is that going to be the permanent theme song for it?
That's the permanent theme song for it.
That's what you call, you guys, keeping it in the family, all right? You don't have to go outside of it to do it. It's like a one-stop shop. I
There you
love
go.
it. You got to have it. You got to have it. I need to get my siblings or somebody involved. You know, it's a lot of us. Let's keep it in the house, you guys. We'll talk about that later off the air. Maybe give them all a phone call. So now you in season, or coming up on season 2. No, you already in there, right? Or you coming up in it?
Coming up in it. In fact, we do our first taping tomorrow.
Nice. Could we get a little snippet on what the topics could be for tomorrow?
Absolutely. We're actually taping 2 episodes.
Okay.
In the first episode, we're going to talk about being an owner-operator in the transportation industry and a fleet owner. In fact, a good friend of mine who owns Ross and Ross Logistics, he owns a really nice-sized trucking company. He's going to talk about, you know, trying to become an owner-operator, and also, if you are an owner-operator, how to make that transition into being a fleet owner.
Okay. Now explain the fleet owner.
Sure. Fleet owner basically means that you own a number of trucks. Generally, you're looking at anywhere from 5 to 10 or more trucks.
Nice.
That's when you're an actual fleet.
Okay.
So he's going to go into, you know, how to be successful, some of the mistakes that people make. In fact, he started all the way down from a company driver to an owner-operator, now to a fleet owner.
See, that's when chase them. When you see it, go after it. Like, ain't no one. Again, like you said, nothing's holding you back but you.
Mm-hmm.
It does not hurt.
And you know, a little caveat to that too. Right now, there's a huge shortage of truck drivers, and it's only going to get worse with the baby boomers leaving the industry.
Yes.
And you know, it's one of those things where you just need a CDL to get into it. You know, literally, it's a few months of training to get that CDL, and you know, again, you have a career as opposed to a job. And once you get into that career, there's so many different options for you once you get in there. And again, you don't need a 4-year degree to be successful to do this.
Now, do you know if he has it where people can rent his truck, or do he do any like training? Do you know?
What he does, he runs dedicated routes. He has a lot of company drivers that work for him. I think he has maybe some owner operators. I know he's going to get into that a little bit more when we do his interview. But what's nice about that is, he's in one sector of the industry. There's refrigerator products, there's dry van products, there's containers, which is the big boxes that you see coming in on the railroads and the ships and stuff.
Okay.
So there's a lot of different avenues. It's not just over the road.
That's what's up, especially for those who can't really do the over the road. But he has I'm curious. I'm gonna touch base with you back on that one, because there's a lot of people that's getting into the CDL and the trucking. I see a lot of females also getting into it as well. So we're definitely gonna get back with you on that one, because I'm just curious to know how does that all work out with a fleet and then getting other individuals in it. So yeah, I'll touch back with you on that. And I know a lot of, because of course the women, they try to get into those as they call man-made industries, right? So they're trying to get into them as well, and it's always good to find someone who obviously I know and give me that insight so I can let them know. Definitely. It works. It all works, you guys. Skies is beyond the limit. I always tell people it's beyond the limit. The sky, it never looks like it's a roof to it or a cap to it, right? So it's beyond it. So we're gonna get it all in 2021. You got to. We didn't do much in 2020 because of the restrictions.
Definitely.
Now they're gonna really, lift them a little bit, which is great. And we're gonna just take it by storm if you guys do it right. Now I gotta ask. I know I spoke to Earl. Shout out to my man Earl. The vaccine. How do you feel about it?
I think it's it wasn't expected to be asked that question, but that's okay. I think it's everyone's individual decision to make. I think it's something that is definitely needed, and people have to understand that with the education and resources coming out to explain the process to do it, I think that's going to help make people much more comfortable. A lot of people,
but they're not working.
Well,
people getting sicker.
Yeah, I mean the thing is that because of things that have happened to people of color in the past, there's a lot of people that are a little apprehensive, and we can't ignore that. That's where the education and everything go on. And then also keep in mind, there's going to be a lot of people that that are going to get the vaccine. So once that happens and that starts growing, people are going to be much more comfortable with it. But it is going to be a process. I don't think it's going to happen overnight.
I don't know. Me and Earl, we waiting. We're going to wait for, what is it, was it 1 million, 1 million? You got to take it first?
I'm ready now.
Now you ready? Earl, it's only been a week since I saw you. Last week you was,
They've given it to quite a few people now.
Well, what I need to know they process after. They okay?
They're about to run out, Leah.
They about to run out what?
Oh, the vaccine. So you get it before you run out.
But that's just the first one. Earl, so if y'all can't hear Earl, because Earl always talks without the mic. So basically he said that they're about to run out of the vaccine. He said to get it before they run out. But that's just the first vaccine. It's 2 parts. So what about the second part? But they also have a new strand, which I mean we're gonna get back in. Because he said, but they also have a new strand, which Dr. Fauci has already stated that the vaccine that they have now is not going to help with the new strand that they have. So they can run out of this one all day, because that's a whole new strand that's entering into the United States. So they have to start all the way back over because that strand mutated already.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Earl over there laughing. I'm good.
Well, I think as things move along and stuff like that, and as we catch up to what's going on, because obviously we're in a whole different situation right now, and it'll start to get more comfortable for people to try it out. I think.
Yeah, I'm good. Because I mean, let's be honest, and like I said, we also just a tad bit, because this is serious. This is this is what's gonna, I hope they don't try to enforce it though. That's what I know at one point they were saying, but again, I'm good. But the point is, with the new strains, they always tell you, any scientist that's out there that does, vaccines or even cures or whatever, they specifically said in the beginning, it takes at least 5 years to get a accurate vaccine. 5 years. We're only a year, and I'm not saying a year, and a year. We probably just touched a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this vaccine is really not even really pointless. It's pointless now because they have a new strand, so they have to start all the way over. Not saying that they can't use, the vaccine that they have, but you have to use that, see if it's going to work with the new strand. And I'm good. That's all experimenting to me, baby. I'm straight. I'm just gonna do the old school remedies, get me some pots, and exfoliate my face, get the steam going. I'm good, baby. Get my immune system on high. I'm straight. I'll let y'all take it. Earl, you say you ready. We're gonna let Earl take it, and if you don't have any paralysis after it, I may consider Lawrence taking it because I'm still like I'm good. I'm just saying. Just be careful. If either one of y'all do take it, just
Definitely.
be off work or whatever. Don't do a show for at least a week. So if you have any side effects, you can jump on it as quick as possible. I'm gonna pray for y'all. I'm good though. But I love y'all. I love y'all. Lawrence, we like familia. Earl, you already know we attached at the hip. I don't know. How about you just wait for other people to take it, and right when you think it's about to be completely out, then do it. That's just me. I don't know. I'm not jumping. And if you have any underlying conditions, just wait. That's all. All right, we back. Let's chase your dreams. That's like they try to chase this vaccine. I'm good on that. So now, with that being said, we're for y'all who still tuned, we're going back into the original topics to kind of sway it a little bit. But with this being said, have you even, have you considered even having maybe a doctor on that is a little bit familiar with the vaccine? Because maybe that will help, as well, people who kind of like myself, not really geared to taking it, but maybe if they explain it a little bit more, like for real explain it, not the stuff that they want you to hear because they want you to take it, but someone that's going to be truthful about the vaccines, what's in it, or even what's even causing these paralysis, even if it's later, because it may not show right then and there, like the flu shot don't show right then and there.
Right.
You get sick maybe a couple of days later. Same with this one, so have you thought about that? Is that even possible?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm reaching out several sources trying to find someone because I think it's very important, especially right now, because the thing is there's a lot of myths and a lot of stories about the vaccine. Most are positive, but there's also the negatives. And it would be nice to bring someone from the medical community to come in who's experienced in this, who's dealing with this right now, to let us know what is true and what's not true about this. And I think it will help people become, like yourself, become a lot more comfortable with getting the vaccine.
Well, I'm a little bit more reluctant because I have underlying condition. And of course, I'm not quick to jump into something when I'm seeing, I'll say, the negative reactions from it. I'm not really seeing too many people take it and they're okay and they're fine, or whatever. I'm seeing it and then people passing out, or faces being disfigured, people getting sick later. I'm seeing those, and I don't know if that's just something that the media wants you to see or if it's just legit. I don't know about those that take it and haven't had anything happen to them, things like that. So I'm a little reluctant because it's like, I'm actually gambling with my life for a vaccine that may either end it, change it, alter whatever's going on, and I'm envy about that. But when that happens, definitely shoot me over a text or a link so I can chime in and give questions, because you guys do it on Zoom. But y'all have it where as people able to ask questions? Or set up? How you guys have set up?
Right now it's set up in edited format.
Okay.
I know that we did talk about doing that one day, maybe doing a live segment, and that's something we'll probably do later this year.
Okay.
In fact, I'm already looking at different platforms to test it out with.
Okay, yeah, let me know, because I got questions, and I'm probably be the one with most other questions, because it's probably because I already know what people are asking.
Right.
Because of course it's my show and just in general when I'm posting things, and I'm gonna definitely ask those questions that was asked to me, and I'm definitely gonna put it on your platform. So let me know when that does happen, and when you find someone that's gonna be 100.
Definitely.
Not the one that's gonna sell you the pipe dream, because like you said, it's a serious situation, and this was gonna help move us forward in opening up the economy and things like that. So hopefully we open it up. We already opening restaurants, movie theaters and stuff is coming up. So we have to definitely see about that. Okay, we're back. So now, season 2 round the corner in less than 24 hours.
That's right.
Okay. And then you have, all right, so how many shows do you have prepared for season 2?
Season 2, we're doing 20 shows.
And how many is already, well, I can't say done because you have to record it, but the topics, the structure is already up to what?
Right now, we have the first 3 shows already planned out.
Nice.
So,
Guess?
What guess?
Well, look at this. Look at the work that's going on here. So what is, you finished like one, you already have one. Is it like every day you having it already worked out so you won't have to worry about what I'm gonna do, who I'm gonna have? Is it like that? Do you sleep?
Well, you know, very little. Well, you know, I mean, besides the show, which I'm incredibly excited about, you know, with my son's career, you know, his music career, I'm his manager for that. And then, of course,
you're the dadager.
And I still have to have my day job because, you know, I still got to pay my mortgage and everything. So, and then I still have to take care of the family. So, yeah, it's a lot of hours, but, you know what, I enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, when it's something you're passionate about, you don't really pay attention to none of that. Like, I'm the same way. Like, I live for, you know, the radio or, you know, the TV and things like that. Speaking of, how is it working with JaVale? I miss her. Because you said she's pretty much producing it, right?
Yes, JaVale's the executive producer. And, you know, we transitioned to where if you watch the beginning episodes up till now, you'll see a change in the show. I'm doing all the editing on the show now.
Okay. So she was in the first what?
She still is the executive producer because she's the one that submits it through Can TV.
Okay.
That's how we're able to get on Can TV. But she was also doing the editing at first. So she kind of pushed me to do editing.
Okay.
And, you know, starting off, you know, I was kind of cursing and kicking at the screen. But then after I did my first show editing, I was like, wow, I really enjoyed this.
So which ones did you start doing the editing?
I started around, I want to say, episode 4 or 5.
Okay, so definitely want to check that out. Just want to check it out.
And you'll actually see a difference. And then also, too, I've upgraded the quality where it's a HD version now, too.
Okay.
So a lot of people watch stuff in high def. So I think it, you know, will attract a lot more of the younger crowd to watch it. And then obviously going into season 2, even with the opening of the show, instead of just pictures, we have like moving characters going through.
Nice.
So I wanted to kind of refreshen it, you know, kind of make it something that's engaging when you look at like, oh wow, let me take a look at this. So I'm very excited about the way we're going. And the way I find my guests, besides a bunch of people I know, I always joke that either a lot of people like me or I'm just old. So I know a lot of people, a lot of great people that I've reached out to that has helped me out, come on the show. And then we've also had some great guests from both Kristen and Heather that they've suggested over to me as well. So it's definitely a team effort.
That's what's up. And you need that. Again, the chemistries, they all fit, so it makes sense. Like competing off each other.
Mm-hmm.
And for you guys, that's, you know, and we'll have you drop it all, you know, towards the end of the show, like the way to watch it. But when you guys get a chance to see it, you'll see the chemistry and how it pings. And that's very important because again, you got viewers that's gonna pay attention to the dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do see it, you know, it's not like a lag. It ain't like somebody's with it and somebody's off. It's like everyone. It's a perfect flow. If that makes any sense. So, congrats to that. And one day I can't wait. Hopefully, I get an invite to be on the show, talk about whatever you got to talk about. I'm with it. I'm always with it. But it's just love.
You actually beat me to the punch. I was going to talk to you off air about it, but that's okay.
The radio is when you know you put people on the spot.
There you go.
You got to put them on the spot. So if they say no, you get bad on the spot, and then I'll have Earl echo it and like make it a song when I come on the next day or something like that. No, just glad now. But yeah, we definitely want to brace your platform, of course, and talk about it and everything. And I can't wait for that though. Like I said, when we met early last year, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
And we just connect and clicked ever since. And you call me and ask me anything if I'm able to answer. I got you. If I'm able to put you in the right direction, I got you. And what people forget when they're in positions like you and I, that the purpose is to continue the blessings.
Yes.
You're not supposed to hold them because
That's right.
you block yours. And with me, I got you. Whatever I'm able to give, I got you. So again, I'm proud of you. Watching you come from tryouts, as we say, auditions,
mm-hmm.
as we did, and to now having your own platform, like, come on now. And you remember when we did the show, okay, our show, and you had came in there as a guest, and you did the yoga part or whatever they. After that, let me tell y'all, I set them up, y'all. It wasn't my fault though, because I didn't know. But the stage only had just so much room for the camera to get everyone. So I was like, okay, well then I just stepped to the side, not thinking. And Poe, bro, he had on his jeans this day, and obviously when you do like yoga and stuff like that.
But you know, I wasn't even supposed to be on the show.
I know.
I was just coming literally just to watch. Because JaVale invited me to come to the show. So I'm like, okay, no problem. And then JaVale's like, hey, Lawrence, come here. You know, show me the back area. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is nice. By the way, can you fill in on my show?
See, that's what happened.
And then I goes, oh, okay, no problem. Which show? Oh, this one.
Yeah, right there now. JaVale played for it.
So I'm like, you mean the show that you're about to start in a matter of minutes? Yeah. I should share JaVale.
But see, she didn't say it. We didn't know. I felt so, because jeans, obviously you're not supposed to do any bending and yoga and all that in jeans, because the jeans don't give you the room. I felt so bad. I'm so sorry.
I wasn't going to do it, but then you didn't do it. So I'm like, well, okay, we can't have two people not be able.
Well, because I didn't know, because it was like, because she was like, we'll step off the stage because the camera has, just so much space to have everyone in it. So I didn't know. I was like, okay, well then I just step off and get ready to do my segment later. And I was like, oh no, it's the yoga. And she was like, sit down. I'm like, sit down. I was like, bro, we got on jeans. That's not gonna work, right? And I couldn't save you. I'm sorry. I love you.
And I look pretty bad because I'm in jeans now.
Jeans, y'all.
So I don't care how flexible you are.
Not in jeans.
You can't do much in jeans,
Not in jeans.
And it's like, oh my God.
But for those who are, he did it though.
That's true.
He all the way to the end. He did it. Now, certain things he wasn't able to do because of the restrictions of the jeans, but he even tried. And I love you for that, bro. That's what you call chasing your dreams right there. I don't know how he did it. But he made it work in them pants, all right? So don't tell us what you can't do.
That is true. I'm living evidence of that.
You are living evidence. Oh, God. They replayed it the other day, and I was like, whoa. The struggle was real, but he did it.
That's true.
Doing it. He did quit. You didn't say I'm not gonna do it. You didn't leave the show, man, unmanned.
True. That is true.
Love you for that, man. It was still funny. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little afterwards. In the beginning of it, it was like, man, can we save him? But it was live, so sorry. Love you though.
Hey, love you too, sis. That's okay.
So now what we got now, you got a few shows. Are we able to know the 3 shows that you have coming up, like the guests, or is those like surprises? We don't want to get too exclusive.
You know what? I could give you a little bit of a taste.
Okay.
For the first show, like we said, we're going to talk about being an owner-operator, affiliate owner in the transportation industry.
Mm-hmm.
Second, the next episode, but next segment in the show, we got this great person. Her name is Brandy Darby, and she was the first blind female wrestler to win medals.
Nice.
So she's gonna come in there and talk about overcoming adversity and stuff like that. And she's also gonna talk about albinism. When you have that real light complexion,
Okay.
It's that skin disease. So she's gonna touch on that as well too. So that's gonna be a real exciting portion. Then we also are gonna have a great. In fact, you probably know him, T-Mel.
Yes.
T-Mel is going to be interviewed on our show.
Nice.
So that's going to round up that first episode, and then we're going to finish it up with Chef T.A. Johnson bringing on a dish for us as well. So that's going to be episode 1 of season 2.
Okay.
Episode 2, we're actually going to go to the dogs. So we're going to have Dr. Wyatt. Really nice. In fact, she's been our personal vet for over 25 years.
Okay.
She actually owns multiple practices. She's a veterinarian. She's going to talk about careers as far as being a veterinarian and also being a veterinarian tech and other things within that industry. And then she's going to stay on board to talk about pet health. What has the pandemic how that affected pets and things of that nature. Trying to find the right pet and things like that. So that's going to be a fun portion. And then we're going to
give you on that one too. Yeah, you have it in your inbox. Don't worry about it.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then we're going to finish it up with a band who is made up of a doctor and a few other interesting people, where basically it's a feel good. So I want to surprise people. It's a feel good segment for the music section.
Well, we ain't drop the jewels on that one. We'll let you guys chime in and get that one. So yeah, that's fine.
And then Chef T.A. Johnson going to come up with another dish for the second episode. And then for the third episode, we're already in the works on that. In fact, some of my hosts are probably going to be surprised because they don't even know about the third episode yet. But,
so wait, should we say it?
Oh no, I'll go ahead and say it.
You sure?
Okay. In fact, we're going to have someone that's going to come on to talk about hair care, especially African American hair care. So she does locks and things of that nature, and she's going to come on our show to talk about what she does, talk about a career in hair care. Again, that's one of those things where, a lot of people, don't understand that these barbers and beauticians that are really good, that are booked up all the time, they're not making minimum wage. They actually have a really great career. And there's a lot of people doing hair out of the house and a little bit nervous about taking that next step. Hopefully this guest will be able to let them know that, hey, it's okay to step outside that box and try it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you got people coming to you right now, why not go ahead and just take it to the next level?
Right. Get your own beauty supply right now. What is the, not beauty supply, but your own shop. And hey, your own beauty supply too. Why not? Just keep it moving. If you got healthcare products, you just never know. How most people start a lot of their business even within the beauty shop. They had like the side job, like I got some jars of whatever you selling. And if that keeps selling out like that, then of course now you're looking like, okay, I could probably do this. You start small, then you grow. But the healthcare is definitely, because I got to keep my locks together. Okay, got to make it look good. So yeah, let me know when these shows is coming up, so I can definitely promote them and definitely give you feedback. Questions you can ask, and just let us know how you do it. Especially when you have it where we can actually chime in as well.
Exactly.
And then you can read the questions that people is asking like right off the top right there, so you can say, hey, Lea from Chicago wants to know about this. So yeah, let us know. I mean. And whenever you have anything that's new coming up, new projects and stuff, of course, let me know. We get you back on the show and we can discuss those. Hopefully, the world will open up sooner than later.
Now, I was hurt when you told me you didn't even know I had a show out there.
I don't know why, for whatever reason. Even though we're Facebook friends, I was not getting not one of your posts and nothing. And that's weird because I'm following you. I'm sure obviously you're following me. But no, I don't know, because other people flooded my page.
Because I'm sitting there like when you was like, okay, like, when you starting it, bro? Starting it. We're in our second season.
I'm trying to tell you, and y'all know I'm always on it. I was not getting one, but you do have my number though. You have my number. You can text.
Okay, that's true.
It was gonna get live up in here, y'all. It was gonna get live. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes Facebook gives me, the Facebook feeds of other people that they don't. And
yeah, that's true.
I don't get a lot of stuff, so I redid it. I followed and unfollowed, so hopefully that helps. That I don't know, I had to redo it maybe. So hopefully, but if not, I can tell you always post it if you need it, and then you can always text me and I'll put it up and post it, however the case may be. But yeah, I didn't get nothing. I was like, what? No, I mean nothing.
Wow.
And that's weird. I was like, did you take me off your friends list? What are you talking about? I didn't get not a thing. So now that we're back in tune, and now that I know I have all the links, so now I don't need you. I can just randomly just go on there and click it, and I am subscribed, so we're good to the channel. So that's men, y'all out there who know, men, okay, you could have been and gave me this information. See how it makes it seem like I'm the victim here?
Well, I know you're real busy and everything.
So,
and I'm like a little ant in your world. What? I get it.
Did you just say that out loud, y'all? That is so false for those that's listening, okay? So false. I am always accessible to anyone, including Lawrence. He knows that. I still love you though. But now we're on Zoom. Yeah. Now we're good to go, and we don't have to worry about none of that. So I have the links. I'll know when they're starting to air. Hopefully you let me know.
Definitely.
And then I can always post it and things like that to help people know that it's coming up or it's already out or whatever the case may be. And then if anything, always put it on page as well.
Definitely.
So if I'm busy and I don't see it, then you have all access to my pages.
That's true.
I have a lot of them, you guys, but you know what it is. So now, where can they actually see the episodes?
Sure.
That's out.
There's a number of ways to see it.
Okay.
If you live in the city of Chicago, you can actually go to CAN TV and watch it. They show our new episodes, and then they also show reruns of old episodes as well.
Okay.
If you don't live in Chicago, or you just want to see it whenever you feel like watching it, you can go to our YouTube page, which is very simple. Chase Your Dreams Talk Show. Really straight simple. Or if you want to just zip straight to an episode, you can put in Chase Your Dreams, let's say S1E2, which is season 1, episode 2, and it'll take you straight to it, and you'll see it right there on the links.
Okay.
So
And that's on YouTube, am I right?
that's for YouTube. Also, Chase Your Dreams Talk Show on Facebook. And then also we have an Instagram page, Chase Your Dreams TV. And then probably within the next week or two, we're going to be getting on TikTok with the
Okay.
rest of the world. So
Have you done TikTok already, or it'll be first time in general?
this will be the first time for me, but fortunately I have a TikTok expert in my house.
I'm sure.
So my son, he has about 200,000 followers. So
Nice.
he can probably help me kind of navigate a little bit.
I've never done TikTok. Earl, you did TikTok?
Never.
Are you gonna try it?
I want to.
I say we try it. I mean, one time for the one time. It's 2021. We gotta try something once.
That's true. That's
So
true.
yeah, I'm gonna get on TikTok as well, and hopefully I'm not too busy to do it, but that work as well. So how are you promoting the new seasons that's coming out? Are you just gonna promote it out just verbally or in written, or is it gonna be like snippets?
Actually, what we're going to do is something a little different. Last year, I did a lot of promotion on Facebook, also with Facebook ads and stuff. But what I'm going to do this year, because I really want to push our YouTube page, is I'm going to actually start doing YouTube advertising. So over the last few weeks to a month, I've been kind of learning and talking to people and stuff on how to properly do it, how to, get more people to come view the page and, subscribe and stuff. So after we tape our first 2 episodes that we're doing tomorrow, I'll do the editing, and then I'll put it out on Facebook. Also, I'll be putting it on YouTube. And then what I'll do is market it on YouTube to where it'll start coming up as advertisements so people can see it and click on the show and watch it.
Okay.
The other way we're doing, obviously, is through our Facebook and through our Instagram like we do. But the new portion of it is going to be the TikTok portion.
Okay.
And the TikTok portion is going to be pretty fun. We already know how we're going to do it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and people are going to enjoy it.
Cool, that's what's up. Well, hey, you got your strategy down, so whenever it comes into manifesting, please don't hesitate. Let me know.
Definitely.
Shoot me a text, email, or whichever one. I'm open to all the platforms, so I can go ahead and help put it out there, push it, and let people know that it's up and what to expect with a little caption. Just don't give me a link. Give me a little something so people can know what they're clicking and why they're clicking it and stuff like that, so they can also be prepared. And then they can check it out and do the comments and stuff like that. Hit your inbox. I know saying I might do as well, to maybe ask a certain question, and then you get back to them and be like, hey, this is what blah 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 was said about this and that, and that'll help your following as well, because now people is getting more engaged. So yeah, absolutely, definitely don't hesitate. Let me know all the subjects, not just certain episodes. Let me know about all of them, because this subject may be more appealing to that person, and so forth and so forth. So yeah, don't hesitate. I definitely I got a few of them I'm already ready for my questions, so make sure I know about those, because I need to know, I like puppies and hair care and all this stuff. So don't hesitate, because now we're in tune.
Definitely.
Okay, my apologies for not knowing in the beginning. Still your fault.
It's always the man's fault.
Still your fault, brother or not. Still your fault. So, and then where everyone can reach you,
Definitely.
if they want to get with you, so let them know.
Definitely. And the thing that's nice is, even though we have a certain style of what we do, every episode is totally different.
As it should.
It's like the second episode, we actually had the owner of a couple of funeral homes on there that talked about careers in the funeral industry, as well as the mental health of losing someone. And what was interesting is, if anyone gets a chance to watch that episode, it was a really unique spin on what goes on. And also it was uplifting, and it was very funny. It was actually a fun segment. You hear funeral, and first thing comes to mind is like sad, depressed. It was nothing like that. It was so much fun. And also we heard about some of the interesting things that go on. Kind of give you a little tidbit. There was one family that came in, and the wife and the girlfriend were consoling each other at this man's funeral.
Come on now. You're about to set it off.
I mean, you know, we were professional because we didn't see that coming either. Like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was like, she's like, bro, you just don't know. There's a lot that happens that you don't. I was like, wow.
I can believe it, though. I can believe it. It happens. You never know people's second lives until, unfortunately, their demise.
That's true.
That's crazy. All right, well, Lawrence, let everybody know where they can reach you.
Definitely.
And I'll let everybody know where they can reach me, and it's on you.
All right. As I was saying before, you can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on YouTube by subscribing to my channel. You can also follow us on Instagram. And then also, if you know of anyone who will be a great host on our show, maybe there's a career out there that people should know about. Maybe there's someone who helps out with mental health, or maybe is very inspiring to help people along. Or maybe there's a band or someone who has a new song or new group out, and you want to kind of get them out there. This is what the platform that we do is. Reach out to me. The easiest way to do it, obviously, through all the social media, but you can also email me, and it's real easy, at chaseyourdreamstv@gmail.com. Really easy and simple to remember. And I will reach out to you, and like I said, you know, maybe you'll be sitting up there talking with us about what you do. Just
like that. And of course, y'all already know me. Every Friday, I'm here. It's me and Earl and our silliness, media exclusive. It's intellectualradio.com. Y'all already know it. It's iHeartRadio affiliated station. Monday, I don't know what I'm probably doing, but Friday, I'll be here with you guys from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Lawrence, thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
Always check me on all of my platforms. I'm everywhere. Media exclusive is everywhere. Lea Lukie R if you're on Facebook as well. That's my personal page. If not, y'all already know Media exclusive. I thank you, young man, for coming to the show and giving us this insight. It's definitely well needed. People need more outlets, and I'm glad that you have one for more people to embrace. Don't hesitate in this. Definitely let's get your son on the show, because I definitely got questions for him. And congratulations to all your success in your endeavors.
Thank you.
All right, y'all, we up and we out. See you next week. I'm out of here. Shout out to my man Ali Earl. Peace, y'all. Bounce.